What is up, Jokesters? This is your big homie Jokesta, back at it with a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 submachine guns in Season 13. Now, I've been testing out a lot of weapons in Season 13, mostly submachine guns. Next up, I'm going to be probably testing out the assault weapons and seeing which one's the best. But in Season 13, a lot of these submachine guns are quite good. And I had to reach out to one of my homies. His name is Path. For those of you guys don't know him, he's a really good, pretty cool guy and pretty good guy. He knows a lot about weapons. He goes into deep dives on his videos. And if you guys want to learn more on which weapons and all these good attachments, he's the kind of guy that you want to go to. He knows a lot about the weapons, how fast they kill, what's damage, all that kind of good stuff. So his stuff is going to be linking it below in the description. I want to send him some love, so make sure you guys go over there, give him some love, be like, yo, Jokesta sent me here in his videos, all that kind of good stuff. So he knows that, you know, we support him out here. Anyways, let's get right into the video on the top 5 submachine guns. So the top number 5 on Season 13 is going to be the GKS. This is the top 5 for sure. And the reason why I say the GKS is going to be top 5 is because it's really accurate. You know, and I talked to Path about this. We were like going back and forth. And we were like, is the GKS actually going to be top 5? And he said that, like, okay, the majority of the rank players, a lot of people that just play rank for fun or whatever, they're probably not going to use the GKS as often, because the GKS is more for like headshots, right? You're able to hit headshots better. Like it's more directed for people that have better aim. And majority of the people that we know that use the GKS are basically scrim players, people that play competitively. Those are the guys that actually rock the GKS. Now, you go to rank matches, you hardly see those. Not a lot of people actually rock the GKS as much in legendary ranks. So this is going to be considered at the top number 5 for the majority of the players. But if you want to go a little bit extreme, yeah, then a lot of pros are, you will see a lot of pros sometimes using the GKS because it's super accurate, has a really good range. And yeah, that's going to be my top 5 for this Season 13. And just take it into consideration, it's actually quite a good gun. I'm going to show you guys the attachments for this weapon in a bit. That just goes away. Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's going to end right now, this clip. But yeah, definitely try out the GKS. It's definitely worth it in Season 5. So here's the attachment. And coming at number 4 is the Rust. The Rust is going to be quite popular in Season 13. I've seen a lot of people use it in the recent beta testing. People still use it. It's quite an easy weapon to use. The recoil is quite easy and the accuracy is kind of there. So it just depends on, what attachments you're really rocking. And there's other weapons that actually can outgun this thing, but in overall term, a lot of majority of the players in rank are going to be using the Rust, scrims, etc., all that kind of stuff. Everyone's kind of going to be rocking the Rust eventually. It's just over time. It's quite easy to use. It doesn't require that much skills, and the mobility is quite great as well. But we're going to be showing you guys the attachments really quick. This is the attachment that I'm rocking for the Rust, and no extended mag on this one because Season 13 is quite an interesting one for this Rust. Moving on to top number 3 for Season 13 is the QXR. QXR is quite a good gun, and a lot of people are going to be rocking this for sure. Like this is going to be one of the strongest ones so far. Like I've been playing a lot. The QXR is very interesting. It's like the MSMC had married an M4 at this point, because an M4 is super accurate and it's also long range. And with this thing, it's like mid range, not that long distance. Like you can still hit your shots long distance, but it's going to take a few shots extra. But overall, the QXR is such an easy gun to use. It's not that hard. It's like, you have to be accurate though. You got to get used to it. At first, it's not going to be easy to get used to because it feels like an MSMC, but MSMC is kind of quite a hard to use recoil for sure. But this is a lot easier to use. It just takes your aim. You got to just have better aim with it. Play a little longer and you will actually master this thing. It's not hard. It's quite easy. It's a very interesting weapon in general. A lot of people loving it so far. Like I'm seeing it all over the place, and it's going to be top 3 for sure in season 13. So if you guys are interested, definitely try it out, because the very first thing everyone's going to be using is this class. Everyone's going to be using, not this class, but there's going to be a lot of like good classes out there. This is the one that I'm just using for this video. There's going to be way better classes eventually once the update hits, but anyways, the point is of this video is that this is going to be considered top 3 for season 13. So definitely check it out. Build your really cool class. Build the class that you're comfortable with. More mobility, more fire rate, whatever you like. Definitely try it out. It's definitely a really good gun, and I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna be using it. Yeah, so that's the attachments. Moving on to number 2. The number 2 weapon in this game for season 13 will be the Razorback. I said the Rust for some reason. But anyways, the Razorback is actually going to be quite a weapon in season 13. No joke. This thing's going to be a monster. People don't really realize this, but the Razorback is quite a good gun in season 13. The reason it has a lot of bullets, it's pretty accurate. I was talking to Path about it, and I was like, yo, Path, like what is going to be with the Razorback? And like we went back and forth, and overall the Razorback right now is garbage, but the next season, which is 13, it will get fire rate increasing perk. That means that perk is going to make it a top tier submachine gun. 4 shots kill up close. Body multiplier doesn't affect the shot to kill, so it can shoot at 700 RPM. Like that's a recipe for an aggressive playstyle. Like I'm not kidding. A lot of people are going to be rocking this in rank in the next couple of months. Everyone's going to be rocking it. Everyone's going to enjoy it. It's quite a good gun. You can build a lot of things with it. You can make it like sound suppressed and everything. You can have better attachments, all that kind of stuff. This is just temporarily. We're not even there yet. There's going to be so many good builds out there, and I think a lot of you guys can actually help us out in the comments down below. Like, what is your top 5 builds, and the attachments? Like, that would be really nice to see who has the which attachments. It would be nice to try them out. But overall, this is going to be a really interesting wave, because a lot of people are going to be like, yo, I like the Razorback now. It's quite good now. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be nice to see that we finally get to use the Razorback, and it's going to be super OP, and a lot of people are going to be using it in season 13. So I'm quite happy with this, because I actually, in general, like, I like the Razorback. In other Call of Duty games, there was the Razorback, and it was quite a fun gun to use. It was quite popular too. A lot of people wanted it and played with it a lot. So it's like, yeah, baby, let's get it. Let's get this thing a dub, man. I'm excited. I'm honestly hyped for this, because season 13 has kind of nerfed the Fennec. It nerfed the HVK, so that's gone. For season 13, there's new buffs coming up, which new perks or whatever, and this gun is definitely having a perk in there, and it's gonna make everything so much better. Your life is gonna be amazing with this Razorback. So make sure you guys try out the Razorback when you go into rank in season 13. So these are the attachments. Now for the top number 1 on the list is the QQ9. Now the reason why the QQ9 is considered one of the best guns for season 13 is because there's so much power. And now right now it's terrible, it's not that great, but it is all around the most powerful SMG is the QQ9 with the 10mm. Now you might be wondering, okay, well, you know, yeah, I guess it's powerful at one point, but it's actually in season 13 it's going to be quite crazy, and it's debatably the best, but you have to be really skilled to make it work, because it has a fast TTK, which is, you know, pretty great. Its fire rate is pretty crazy, good 4-shot range, fast ADS. So it's kind of like, you can debate on it if it's top number 1 or not, but you have to have a really good skilled. You have to be really skilled. I meant skilled, not skilled. But you have to be really skilled in order to use the QQ9 as aggressively and, you know, play like crazy well with it. That's the thing. That's the only downside, is that you have to be really, really good and cancel your reload as much as possible. There's a lot of times where you just go in the game and it's like, you know, like you're not hitting your shots. Yeah, with the QQ9, you kind of have to hit your shots. Like, it's not even funny. You have to be skilled enough You have to know what you're shooting at, when to cancel reload, all that kind of stuff. You have to be really into it. You got to know your stuff, you know what I'm saying? So the QQ9 is going to be really incredible. And yeah, so I'm going to show you guys the attachments for just an overall. It's pretty good gun. You just got to find your own build. That's it. But overall, this is the attachments for it. It's really simple. I've been rocking the same thing for a while, but also remember 10mm is really important. And the last one that's honorable mentions is the AGR. Now, I know it kind of sounds crazy, but AGR is going to be kind of quite good in season 13. It has a really crazy like recoil, like that's for sure. It's crazy recoil, but it is considered one of the good guns in AGR. Is one of them that's going to be like in season 13 quite well. Like it's going to be great. It's just you got to get used to the recoil. It's a little too crazy. It's like it's weird. You know, to be honest, like I've never seen a recoil this crazy, and AGR is that crazy weapon. See, that guy like drop shots right there. You know, like it's hard because all of a sudden he's like drop shots, and I'm like, what do I do now? You know. So at this point, whenever someone drops shots and you rock the AGR, make sure you drop shot along with them, because honestly, like the recoil is way too crazy for me, to be honest. But that is my opinions on the top 5 SMGs that are going to be overpowered in season 13. So make sure you guys actually try them out when season 13 hits. Try them out, try your builds, you know, take your time, don't sweat too much, just try it out, you know, try out the Razorback, the QQ9. Those are going to be the most powerful ones, and that's how you can actually rank up pretty quick and get your legendary quite fast, because you're gonna have the best build. You already know what's gonna be OP. And shout out to Path for actually helping me out with these attachments. Not the attachments, the weapon itself, like which SMG is gonna be considered the best. And so shout out to him. You know, I wouldn't have done it without his help. And yeah, go give him some love. All right, man, go subscribe to his channel, tell him that Jokesta sent you here, and so he can help me out with more videos and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure you slap that like, comment down below what you guys think about the top 5. Give me your attachments for each weapon. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.